failure. I will never get that day back.
Plaintiff Sandra Harris claims when a co-worker was having marital problems, Sandra loaned her money so she could leave her husband. Since then, Sandra claims her former friend has turned on her and refused to pay her back. Defendant Dawn Ray claims Sandra has always had a crush on her and was stunned to come home one night and find Sandra kissing another woman. She claims since then Sandra's been threatening her, so she's countersuing for harassment.
Start with you, ma'am.
Well, me and Dawn been friends for about 2 or 3 years, and whenever she was in a bad situation or needed help, I was always there for her. And it got to the point as to where she wanted to move from where she was. So she said she needed some help with, so I loaned her the money because she said she wanted to move from her husband.
How much you loaned her, ma'am?
I loaned her $800.
When?
Sir, that's not true.
In December.
That's not what happened.
It was in December.
Sir,
She didn't loan you any money?
sir, this is the situation. At one time, me and Sandra, we were friends. We lived together. I ended up moving out of the premises where Sandra was at because it was uncomfortable for me because I found out she was in a relationship with another woman.
That's not true.
That was uncomfortable for me.
Moved out
I ended up
because
moving
you didn't
out.
want to pay.
I ended up moving out because she was in a relationship with another woman, and I was uncomfortable with that. And they would make little insinuations about, you know, if you go with a woman, you'll never go back to another man. And me and my husband were separated, and we were having problems.
They were separated. But
I ended up taking $2,400 out of my profit sharing. Sandra was the only one sitting at my desk. She said her gas was cut out for almost 2 years, and all of a sudden her gas is cut back on. She gave me $800. She gave me $800 and said, "Don't worry about it, Don. Give it back to me when you can."
All right. And what's your counterclaim for?
Because when we did try to talk, Sandra's husband, who has a problem, called me and harassed me.
What kind of problem he got?
He has a substance abuse problem.
Oh.
He threatened me and pretend like he was a bill collector at 4 o'clock in the morning, said his name was Bob Johnson, and threatened me on the phone. I had to get escorted by the security at the bank to my car because he threatened. Yeah, you just admitted he called me.
No, I didn't. You just said
he called me.
No, why did you get escorted out of work, Dawn?
He called me. You just said he called me.
I did not. You said you just
I believe the judge just heard you say that your husband called me on the phone.
So you had to get escorted because you had a phone call.
This man was her husband that called me.
Okay. The only problem is,
how you know he called?
only problem is you're suing her.
You told the boss,
Sir,
You got to sue the husband for harassing.
that it was a bill collector.
Okay.
Make up
I
your
didn't
mind.
know it was a
Make up your mind.
She just admitted it was her husband, sir. She just admitted it was her husband.
Y'all that ignorant yelling. Ain't nobody finna sit up and listen to that.
Make up your mind.
Y'all let me know when you're ready to talk decent and with some intelligence. All that old yelling, ignorant back and forth at each other. I'm not listening to that nonsense.
Judge Mathis will be right back.
Good